Alright. He's good. Let me go to full screen.
Alright. Anyone else hate logs?
Sometimes,
Oh, wow.
but it also is a bit helpful.
Honestly, I just wanted to not check it.
Alright. Think we are good here. Alright, welcome back to BMHL Weekly, episode number 8, I believe, with my co-host Optic on my right and Zebra on my left.
Yes, sir.
Wrong way.
Well, we have different directions, you
Yep.
stupid shit. Alright. Anyway,
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
we'll just jump right into it. First topic of discussion, thoughts on the Freedom ownership change and rebrand. Obviously, TN Vols and Mallards have stepped down from ownership with Snagged Bayou taking over for the remainder of the season. What do you guys think? We'll start off with Zebra.
Honestly, I think it's good for the Freedom. Snagged has been active in the server, and he was already GM with the Venom, so he does have some experience. I think over the next couple of seasons, the team will develop. Team. Plus, they have someone to work around, like Cyrus. They'll work around him. They'll be good eventually. That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think it won't be horrible for sure. And it's a good ownership change, more active. We'll get more games done. So I think it's fine. Good placeholder until the end of the season. Optic, what do you think? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's good to have an active owner rather than TN Bulls, like just not doing anything. I'd rather get games done, but for the face of the franchise, I don't think it's good because the first move that Snag did was trade a franchise and amazing contract in Dragon. Dragon's a lockdown defense with a 3-star contract. He traded him for a 5-star contract plus a third. I feel like long term it won't look good for them, but right now for the franchise and the league, it's good. It's a good look.
Yeah, agreed. Very good take. Second, we'll just briefly go over the week 1 recap and give some thoughts. Obviously, we'll start off with the season opener, the Seattle Jets and the Minnesota Wolfpack. The Jets stomping down the Wolfpack 7-0 with a 4-goal performance from Optic and a 3-goal performance from myself. Zero, what are your thoughts on this game?
So, well, I ref that game, and I found it very dominant for the Jets. I looked away, and they scored 3 goals in a second. It just happened like that. The Minnesota was good in the first period, but then they sort of fell off right when you got the Jets scored like around 2, and it's just horrible. And then they even tried to get Cam off the ice. He was doing so bad, and that's your rookie of the year of Canada. So I don't know. It's not going to go good for the team. I feel like they're worse than they look from my end. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, and since being Optic or Jets teammates and played in that game, I'll let him speak on sort of behalf of both of us. What do you think about this game?
Well, I think personally, like the Wolfpack had held on their own in the first period. They did, and then with the type of player Cam is, he shuts down on himself and his team. So when that happened, his team just gave up alongside him. Like showing in the third period, they tried to pull him off because of what he was doing. He wasn't performing to what he should have been, and I think they shut down. And it's better off if they're acting like this and stuff like that to just tank for the season. It's better off for their franchise in their future.
Yeah. Next up, we'll have the Baylor Badgers versus the San Diego Spartans. This one ended in a 1-0 victory for the Badgers at home in their home opener. First game as a franchise. It's a win. So, Zebra, what do you think about that?
It's hard for me to say, but the teams look very equal. The teams look very, very equal. Plus, they're in the same division, yeah. So they're gonna have a really good battle over that second spot for the playoff spot, and I feel like it's gonna be like a good thing to watch with both Landon and whoever the Badgers have. I forget. They have Chef. I know he's good. So
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
I think that yeah.
I think that honestly could be a good rivalry right there. Obviously, these guys are set to play each other. Uh, well, let's see here. They're set to play each other one more time later on in the season. So I think that game will be really good when points are starting to really matter. The Wolfpack, honestly, I don't think are fully out of the race, so we could see that game really matter. But
Mm-hmm.
they just got to improve a little bit more, I think. But a good game for the Badgers. Vizzo with the one goal, Chef with a nice assist there, and they just shut down the Spartans. They got like no offense all game. Shut down Landon, and obviously had that one nice puck ragging strategy towards the end. It really worked for some reason. So, Optic, what are your thoughts on this game?
Well, from what I've heard from it, obviously I wasn't like active to hear everything that was going on, but the main thing that I did hear was about the puck ragging. And from a lot of experience from Chell, I don't like that. So if it wasn't for the puck ragging, I feel like the game could have been a lot closer, but it is a good strategy by the Badgers. Anyways, I feel like they earned that win. And hold on, my mom.
All right.
Oh,
Don't know what happened to him. Interesting. Interesting. Uh, well, I guess with that we can move on to the next game. Hopefully he'll be back in a sec. The Venom and Bulldogs. This one ended in a 6-0 win for the Venom. 4 goals from
I'm
Ivy,
here.
1 from Cyrus, who is now no longer on the team, and then a goal from Jeff as well. So Zebra, your thoughts on this blowout?
again, wasn't there, but the Venom are definitely showing that they're one of the most dominant teams in the league right now. With Ivy, Jeff Sports, and the new addition of Dragon, they will be a cup contender easily. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. They're gonna roll through everyone this season, except the Nighthawks. But yeah, we're in
Yeah,
a shot.
yeah, agreed. I mean, I wasn't there either, but this game took place last night, and sounds like the Venom just ran the Bulldogs show. I mean, I don't even think the Bulldogs had that bad of a team in there, but it's just Venom looked better, obviously with a ton of experience on that team. You got the returning teammates in the returning trio rather in Jeff Sports and Ivy. Does that trio work again though in the playoffs? We'll see. Um, but other than that, yeah, great game for the Venom. Great first game. Optic, what do you think?
Um, well, obviously, undoubtedly, Ivy owned that game like he usually does to the whole league, but there's nothing really other to say than the Bulldogs just got curb stomped. Like, obviously, they're not that bad of a team. Like, a good defenseman and Unlucky, he's pretty solid, I'd like to say. Who else is playing for them?
It was Unlucky, Nathaniel, and Chef Curry, I believe. So not a horrible team.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that's like a very mid team, but considering the defense Unlucky
Yeah,
has and carries, I
it's
feel like it should have been less of a blowout. I feel like it should have at least like minimum been max been 5 goals, but I guess there was just Ivy there just absolutely curb stomping their entire franchise. You know?
yep.
It's just the type of player he is.
Then lastly, this one was a forfeit. The Toronto Hurricanes slash Nashville Freedom or whatever. Uh, forfeit against the Carolina Nighthawks, 1-0. I don't think there's really any thoughts to give on this, so I think we'll just move past that. Uh,
Yeah, just the fact that
Terrible team name,
terrible
honestly,
owning,
bro.
terrible whatever. But
terrible
yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
Honestly,
Anyway,
TN, get a grip, buddy.
going
Kidding,
to our
kidding, kidding,
week
kidding, kidding, kidding.
two predictions. Let's see. So we'll start off for the game of the week. The San Diego Spartans and Florida Venom taking place in just under an hour, as a matter of fact. Who do y'all got in this one? Zero. We'll start off with you.
It's going to be a very close battle. Obviously, the Venom picking up Dragon is probably one of the best moves of the season yet for the Venom. So, from my perspective, I know both Dragon and Ivy in real life, and we're all really close together. So, they have a lot of chemistry. So, and plus, with Sports and Jeff in net having chemistry with Ivy, the whole team is going to be together. They're like a powerhouse. With the Spartans, again, the Spartans are still going to be a good team with Landon leading them, but I don't know. I think the Venom are going to be over the Spartans
Yeah, I
today.
could definitely see it. Although the Spartans do have a very good team. It sounds like their projected lineup is going to be Landon at forward, Q at defense, Taco at goalie. That is a very good team, especially if Q can rebound to his previous form. That's very good. And if Spins shows up, or however the hell you say that dude's name, if he shows up and
Spine.
plays defense, so yeah,
Spines.
Spines. If he shows up, it'll be even better. So yeah, I think, we'll see. Should be a good game, but overall, I'd say Baylor 2-1, or not Baylor, Florida. Yeah, yeah, 2-1. I feel like is fair. Optic, what do you think? Who you got?
I think I'm gonna take the underdogs in this story. I feel like the Spartans will take this. I feel like Spines coming in, if he plays, Spines and Landon will have an automatic connection because Spines he plays in BHL and he's a defenseman there. He has the experience in that. He has experience there. And with Ivy coming in, not even knowing who Spines is, I feel like it will catch him on guard, and
Off guard.
it'll just off guard. I meant off guard. Okay, off guard, and I think it'll be 3-2. I think Landon will get 2 goals and Spines will get 1 goal, and then Ivy will obviously carry the Venom to 2 goals.
Huh? Interesting. Good take, I'd say. Actually, not a bad take at all. Next up, we'll go to the Bulldogs versus the Jets. Again, we'll start off with Zebra. We'll kind of just keep going left to right.
Not too much to say. I mean, obviously the Jets are at the top of their division at this moment. Again, depending on your starting lineup, could be they have a lot of different starting lineups, but I'm guessing it's going to be Optic, Husky, Johnny for tonight. I think they will storm through the Bulldogs. Another blowout game, I'm guessing. Yeah. So I'm guessing like 6-0.
Wow, interesting. Uh, I, Bulldogs are not bad, but obviously the me and Optic connection in that week 1 game went kind of crazy. So I'm not really expecting too much to be different here against arguably a worse team in the Bulldogs. So yeah, around what Zebra said, like 5-6-0, something around there. Optic, what do you think?
I agree. I feel like it could be from 6 to 7-0, and I want to try and stay humble. But with a team that's worse than the Wolfpack have a goaltender of the year, defenseman of the year, Kabufi, a very talented rookie in Cam, and a decent goalie and Patriot. In that, it's hard to say that when we stormed them 7-0, we're not going to do the same or equivalent to a worser team in New York Bulldogs with less experience and less talent. I feel like the score could be the same 7-0. I think that's will be the final score.
Yeah, can definitely see that. All right, next up we'll go with the Wolfpack taking on the Nighthawks in the Nighthawks barn. Uh, Honestly, I think this one could turn out to be a very good game. But Zebra, what do you think?
Obviously, I'm biased. Nighthawks are winning this. Come on. But yeah. Nighthawks still have to work out their chemistry. I feel like we didn't, click in the preseason. We still only lost 1-0 to the Venom, but there's something we can still improve on. I still think we're going to win. I'm feeling like a 4-1, 4-2 win for us. That's what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, solid take. I feel like the biggest question mark in this game is going to be, who plays goal for the Nighthawks. Obviously, starting goaltender is still kind of up in the air. You got Cassian, who's like borderline okay, I guess. But like, do you take a chance with Adam in net or Nathan? Yeah, I don't know. They're tough. They're left with a tough decision in terms of who's going to be manning the crease for them. So I feel like that could be a decent question mark and determine if, Cam and the Wolfpack offense will be able to get past them or not. But I'll say 3-2 in favor of the Nighthawks. Optic, what do you think?
Minnesota Nighthawks, right?
Yes.
Depending on skater. If there's Adam and he plays exactly like how he played the Eagles and the playoffs, I think it's 4-0. Because the way he just performed in the playoffs, it'd be crazy if he could do the same in season. And we haven't seen that yet because obviously they had the forfeit win over the Nashville Freedom. So with Adam playing forward, I feel like it's 4-0. Zebra, I feel like it could be 3-1. I feel like I just don't think Minnesota has it in them yet to get above that hump that Cam holds against. Cam is a good player Cam is really good, but the way his attitude and just how he goes by is just not good enough for a team. Building around him is just not the best thing, even though he is really talented.
Yeah.
Anyways, 4-0. 4-0, my final prediction.
Honestly, not a bad take either. Our last game, the Toronto Hurricanes versus the Baylor Badgers. Zero, we'll start off with you. I think this one's pretty, easy to predict, but
Oh yeah,
What the fuck?
don't have to say much. Same thing with the Jets, Bulldogs. Another. Well, I don't think it's going to be a blowout game because obviously the Badgers aren't the top of their division, but I still think it's going to be a dominant game for the Badgers. Knowing that I only know one player on the Freedom right now, and that's Cyrus. I don't know their and JFK, but
yeah.
I don't think they have enough. Like, obviously Cyrus is a good 5-star, but he's never been the player that leads his team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's going to be hard for them to find a thing. I'm thinking Badgers 4-1. So yeah.
I can definitely see that. Cyrus is a very good player, don't get me wrong, but he's never been a franchise-altering player.
Mm.
So I think this will be a really easy game for the Badgers, but I'll say 3-0. I'll be a little bit nice to the Hurricanes. I'll give them a little bit of a shot first, see what they got here. But yeah, I do still have the Badgers winning. Probably the second best team in their conference. I'd say arguably even the first. So yeah, I'll be nice to the Hurricanes, but probably won't be as nice next week after we see the result. Optic, what do you think?
I agree with 3-0. I was going to say that. I feel like JFK, he's more of a defensive player than a offensive player. And the offensive player would be Cyrus. He hasn't really proven that he can be an offensive powerhouse like many others, but I feel like he could lead the team just a little bit. Obviously not the franchise-altering player like you guys said, but they still need to figure out who they have in goalie. Depending on it, could alter the score. But I feel like final score with the people they have right now could be 3-0.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that'll wrap up our week 2 predictions. Number 4 on our topic list is who is the best duo in the league? Zero. We'll start off with you in this one.
I gotta go through. I have two ideas in mind. I'm between Ivy and Dragon and Husky and Optic at the moment. Those are the two notable ones that I've noticed. Obviously, with Husky and Optic going 7 goals against the Wolfpack, and the Wolfpack aren't even a bad team.
They're not.
And the thing with the Venom having Ivy and Dragon again, they're the Ivy and Dragon are very close together in real life. They know each other really well. So it's hard to say. I'm gonna go with Husky and Optic right now just because the way they performed against Minnesota. But we will see after tonight with what they do.
Yeah. Pretty good take again. I might just skip myself on this one. I probably same two answers to Zebra here. I feel like those are two best ones, but I'll say Chef and Vizzo is like an honorable mention. Those two are pretty damn good. They got very good chemistry.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that. Optic, who do you got?
Well, same thing as Zebra. Dragon and Ivy. I feel like if you pair those two together, they both take their own places in the ice. Ivy takes the offense, and Dragon takes the defense, which they are both amazingly good at. If you're playing overall game, I feel like it would be them. But if you're taking full offense, if I had to choose between Dragon and Ivy, between me and Husky, I'd take me and Husky if we were going full offense. If it's overall game and strategy, Dragon and Ivy is a better duo, though.
Yeah, I'll add on to that too. Dragon is very good defensively, but we have not seen much of anything in the point scoring category. So we're not fully sure what he can provide offensive wise, and with the Venom, who don't exactly have the best goaltending room in the league, with Sports for Life currently being their starter, you're gonna need a lot of offense probably to make up for that. So, and can Ivy do that all on his own? That's my big question for that. But yeah, we'll see how that duo, works out. But next up, are the Wolfpack better off tanking than trying to contend for a playoff spot? What do you think, Zebra?
Honestly, I don't think they have it for the playoff spot, especially with the division they're in. Again, the Badgers, the Spartans, and the Jets. They're all really good teams. Honestly, there's only 2 bad teams this year. Like having the Minnesota be in the middle section, but 5 notable teams to be good this year.
Yeah.
So I think that it's better off tanking for them because I don't think they have a chance at obviously making the playoffs due to their division.
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
I'd say I agree. Just sell off some of your good assets that you still have. You have a lot of depth on that team that playoff contenders could want. So they already did one of those moves. Obviously sending Chronix off to the Badgers in return for RJ, who's not bad when he plays, but it's hard for him to get on the ice. What is going on?
Okay.
Hold on, let me check what the fuck.
Optic's dog goes crazy.
Hey! What do you want? Hold on.
Bro's gonna jump by his dog.
I do not see shit, bro. What are you barking about?
What is that echo?
What is
Or
that?
you have
I'm in a big house, okay? Big house, okay? Big house.
We get
Sorry.
it. You're rich, pal. Shut up.
Okay, now that they shut up. Okay, what?
Okay. Anyway,
Alright.
yeah, I agree. Just sell off your good assets, get some picks, rebound next season in a conference that might still be the same, might not be the same. We don't know yet. But yeah, I'd say they are better off tanking. What do you think, Optic?
Personally, I agree with you guys because there's no way. I mean, Baylor, they have Vizzo and Chef, both amazing players, and they also have Reflex, pretty good goalie in net. I feel like that's a playoff team. Didn't expect it. But Same with San Diego. I feel like they could possibly take the second or third spot behind Seattle, which obviously, no bias. I feel like we would destroy our division. No bias, no bias. But Minnesota, they just don't have it to take their team into the playoffs. Even with all the talent they have, young talent and stuff like that. Patriot, I feel like they could develop Patriot into a good starting goaltender. Not yet though. Cam, good player, bad teammate. I just don't think they have it yet.
Yeah, agreed. And it's my other point along to go along with that is even if they do make the playoffs, what's the point? You're just gonna get killed by whoever you meet in the first round, whether it be the Spartans, whether it be the Badgers, whether it be the Jets. You're gonna get destroyed because all three of those teams are miles better than you at this point in time. So it's I just don't see it, plain and simple.
So rather than
So
pull another Minnesota, just
right,
shake
exactly.
it.
Just set yourself up for better long-term success rather than try to squeak out one more playoff run.
Be the opposite.
Pittsburgh, what?
Be the opposite.
Pittsburgh. Oh man, I had something in my throat.
Got anything to add, Zebra?
No, not really. Just tank it.
All right. Next up, a little bit of a discussion type of question, but will Matt being disloyal come back to haunt him?
Yeah.
I
Wait,
mean,
what was he disloyal about?
well,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
listen, and I'll say this: everybody on the Venom roster from last season, whether it be executive or as players, are gone. Every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Unlucky, Zebra, those two were planning to stick around longer term. Cyrus, too, who signed with the Venom over the offseason, uh, just to get traded away. Then you got Snagged. Snagged left after all of his friends were gone. Sowell left for the Badgers. Chef Curry left for the Bulldogs. And I can go on. So these players who all, wanted to stick around and wanted to get ice time on this team were sent off to every other team in the league for fucking cookies and crackers, dude. Just so Matt could go out and get Ivy and Dragon, which is the most original idea we've ever heard, right, guys? We definitely
Yeah.
never heard that before.
Yeah. Why not?
Listen.
Yeah.
IB
Okay.
Sports Draft. They've been on 3 different teams for the past 3 seasons. Just think about that and what's going to happen
They
next
never
season.
stick around long term. I'm just saying. The last time Ivy stuck around
You're going
long
to
term,
go
he was
to a
on the
different
Wolfpack,
team.
which was his worst stretch of his career.
So listen, if they don't win, what's Matt going to do?
If they don't win,
Everyone's
yeah,
going to want to leave.
everyone's gonna
Everyone's
want
want
to
to get
leave for
ahead.
someone who's more committed to, contending. That's what they always do. That's what they've done. Obviously, the previous
Exactly.
teams that they were on, folded. So they went off to somebody else who wanted to, contend for a cup. They go there, and then after they either win the cup or just comes short, then they go off to the next person. And it's not, none of them are committed to staying long term like their old assets were.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
I feel like Dragon is the only notable player to stay, but thing is, Dragon's only there because of Ivy. If Ivy leaves, Dragon's gone.
exactly. And
Then
Ivy
Matt's
is
not going to
only
have
on
a
a
roster.
1 year contract as well.
But none of them are on. None of them are on over 1 year contracts.
Except for
So
Dragon.
they don't have, except for Dragon. So Dragon's stuck there again. I don't know why he's signing over 1 year contracts for teams, not even like caring about. So I just feel like Dragon's gonna get stuck on there again, like he did with the Freedom. Luckily, the Freedom owner backed down. But listen, if Ivy leaves, Dragon's stuck there because that's gonna want to keep Dragon.
Exactly. He's going to hold him at gunpoint, and then he's going to be disliked by Dragon, and then everyone's going to see how unwilling he is to trade assets, and then it's just going to come full circle, and it's going to come back to bite him in the ass if they don't win. If they win, then maybe we're all just stupid.
It's like the draft, they may say, but like the fact is, so many other teams are so good this year.
Exactly.
There's 5 different teams that are cup contender, which is crazy to think about. Having only 6 teams last year, now 5 out of 8 are cup contenders.
Exactly.
With the new additions of the BHL players.
And you
So,
can't even necessarily say that 2 of the others who aren't necessarily cup contenders are bad teams either. The Bulldogs and Wolfpack are not bad teams by any means. They're just not
They're
as
gonna,
good
yeah.
as the other ones, right? So
Obviously, they're not gonna win the cup, but they're gonna put up a fight to the cup contender teams to get that spot.
right, exactly.
It more comes down to the Jets division because one of the teams isn't gonna make it. Obviously, the Venom and Nighthawks are gonna make it. They're gonna have a nice matchup in the first round of the playoffs. But the other division, like the Wolfpack, can easily mess up one of the team's chances, just like that. So who knows?
Exactly. And another question I have with the Venom as well, will their fucking goaltending hold up? Okay, I hate to be the one to point it out, even though everybody goddamn knows it. Jeff is not good. He's just not.
Mm-hmm.
He is not good.
Not a
He's
starter.
so
Not a
overrated.
starter.
No, not
Mm-hmm.
not really. He's not even really a starting caliber goaltender. And sports, when he's there, he's fine, I guess. But did you see when he
But he's
played
not
against the
there that
Freedom?
much.
He wasn't very good. He didn't have to face that much,
Mm-hmm.
and when he did, like when he had to actually face a lot of pressure, they lost that game 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
And they have
Exactly.
no depth either. If Jeff and Sports aren't there, who the fuck do they go with in net?
They have no one.
You're gonna have to pick up a homeless person off the goddamn street. Like that's how it's gonna work for them. So I think if they don't win it all this year, this is going to come back to bite Matt in the ass so hard, and it's gonna go down as one of the worst, you know, moves.
Also, I want to say Matt being disloyal has already bitten him. Like it's already got him. Him cutting
No
Patriot
one
while
likes
signing him to a 4-year, 1-star deal. It's already come back to bite him.
Shows that
No
he's
one likes
He
him
panicking.
right now.
hasn't been able to sign a couple players because of it.
Exactly.
Sorry,
Yeah,
what?
And he's panicking too. He signs these big ass contracts with like large extensions, and then just you know cuts them or trades them. And it's like if you believed in these guys enough to extend them, why the hell are you trading them? Or if you're just gonna trade them, why the hell even extend them in the first place? It doesn't make any sense. And this is kind of what we've been
He
saying
makes he
last
makes
season.
I was so
plans very
confused when that happened.
spontaneously.
I
He
was like,
doesn't
yeah,
he doesn't plan long term. He plans spontaneously. When it's there, he takes it. He doesn't
I
plan future anything. It's just there.
I literally got signed for another season. I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. Magically out of nowhere, Ivy tells me when we're IRL together, yeah, Matt's trading everyone. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, look at the messages. I screenshotted it, sent it to Matt, and Matt was like, how the fuck did you get that? He's like, well, I'm going to trade you because I'm doing this. And I'm like, boy. So, yeah.
Yeah, cool. You bought yourself
I,
one season of cup contention. Okay. And also, hot take: the
Don't
Venom are
even know
not
if
the
they're
best
gonna
team in the
win.
league. Hot take: the Venom are not the best team in the league.
that's
Oh, I
fair.
didn't say that. I didn't
That's
say that.
fair at the moment. At the moment, it's hard to say, but I get where you're coming from.
I just don't trust their goaltending at all. And trading away Cyrus even, further proves that. Cyrus is a very good goalie. Even though he doesn't
Cyrus
necessarily
is,
want to play it all the time, he's still a very good goalie.
yeah, but he's like number one goalie right now. Obviously, Husky, you're there as well, but
I'm playing more flex.
being honest, Cyrus is the number one goalie right now, and him not even wanting to play goalie anymore is crazy.
Yeah, man,
Knowing that he's the best,
Who is the number one goalie right now?
it's
Who would
Husky
be?
now.
I'm not even gonna play goalie most likely.
Husky
I
doesn't
don't.
play goalie. He's defense.
Sports then.
No.
Mm.
Well,
No.
who else? Who?
Nah, man. Well,
Who?
you can make an argument for whoever plays for the Spartans.
Mm-hmm. I guess.
Taco?
Taco's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
He's around the same as
Taco's
Sports
there.
though. He's around the same as Sports. I do think he has better playmaking ability than Sports though.
But we can't say like
And
goofy.
also we
can't.
have I do want to point this out though, we've yet to see Nick return to goaltender. Obviously a former Vezina winner.
Obviously, yes. If he goes
Season
actually
6.
goalie, he will be the best. But the thing is, he can't do his thing anymore with the freaking fast
No.
clicking. It's just icing. So who knows if he's gonna be good anymore? Because he can't shoot it from end to end anymore, which is probably the most why he got all of his goals. So who knows? I think I'm gonna say and you can't think anyone from the Nighthawks. The Nighthawks don't have a main goalie. No one is goalie on the Nighthawks except for Cassian, and Cassian's not the
Cassian's
best
not good, bro.
goalie.
Holy fuck. I hate people who call him good. He's not good. Stop it. Be
Mhm.
real. That
We
guy
should we
sucks.
should change his name to Cassian in the mid.
Three-star is mid.
Yeah.
No, it's
He
not
is a
even really
3-star.
mid. 2 stars mid. But I don't
I'd
think
say
he's 2-star yet.
definition of
'Cause
mid is unlucky. Unlucky is definitely
I
just
feel
mid.
I feel like goalies.
Not bad. Mid.
I feel like goalies should if you're the best goalie in the league, you should be the 5-star. Because last season, Cyrus was a 4-star and he was pretty much the best goalie in the league. But to be honest, I think Cyrus should go down. I don't think he should be a 5-star anymore.
Well, that's just his
Like
current contract.
Yeah, but
With the
he
way it's
signed
going.
on like a 2-year contract, so it's not like it can go down
exactly, I know that, but
until it's
I
done.
don't think he deserves a 5-star. I think he's 4-star.
I agree. Same with I think the same thing with sports. I don't think he's on a 4-star level. I don't think he's there. When I played him in the Minnesota Wolfpack and when he said he Warriors series, I literally shot it in the corner and it went in. He shot it in his own net.
Kill
And it
yourself.
happened multiple other times. In that series, shut up sports. I literally got 7
Get
goals
out of here,
in that
Sport.
one series. I scored 7 goals in that one series. Nothing stopped me there. And there was the 2 best players in the league stacked on one roster. If
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's on that level just yet. Sorry, sports.
Yeah. I agree. But I
He
think
took
that's
that
gonna.
deep.
Go ahead, Zebra. Sorry.
No, you're good. Go.
Oh, okay.
Did bro
Well,
just
I
join as
mean,
soon as we were talking about him?
I think that's gonna be it for us. I mean, I
Left.
think that's all of our top takes. So yeah, I think that's it for us today. We will be back in around 40-ish minutes for the Venom and Spartans game. That'll be
Not even.
streamed live
It's
right
like
here on the YouTube.
probably 30 minutes now.
So we'll see you guys then. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back whenever we decide to do this next.
What's the
Hopefully, we'll
YouTube
actually be
called
able
again, bro?
consistency.